My name is Gary, and today we are privileged to have Mervin Yeo join us for this interview. Mervin is a specialist and expert at the topic of networking, and today we are privileged to really have him here to share with us some tips, some insights into the techniques of effective networking. So before we go a little bit further, I'm going to get Mervin to share with us a little bit more about himself and the experience he has had in the realm of networking. Mervin, please tell us a little bit more about yourself.
I've been running businesses for 18 years and started this networking organization sometime in the late 90s. And that's where I got other business people like myself to network in a very systematic, structured environment. And so that's where I picked up the idea of networking and how a more purposeful form of networking can help generate business for the small business owners. Some of the results are not tangible, not measurable. I've heard participants, especially those regular ones, who say, "Oh, because of coming to these meetings, because of I improve in my presentation skills, I improve in conversational skills, I improve in the way I relate with others." And so they take that as value add already. Some of them are contented with that. They say, "Oh, I used not to be able to, now I can." But I've heard some remarkable cases, where, for example, this lawyer, he's very good at what he does, 20 years in the business, and within a year, I think he did it in 8 to 9 months, he secured referrals that generated equivalent of $2.1 million worth of business. That's not too bad for a lawyer who meets the people just for a few hours once a week. So I think that's pretty good ROI for the lawyer, because his time is money, right? Just like the rest of the business owners. So that's very good results. And the others would be, can I say more?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, like this real estate person, for example. Real estate, it takes some time. Real estate, those who are in the field of sales, for example, where the competition is really very keen, like financial advisors and real estate. And recently there are more and more who are into land banking. So it's very competitive. I know dozens of financial advisors, same with the real estate people. So I would assume that many of us are connected or know as many people as well. So what's top of mind on the individual potential client's mind? Why do I want to refer this person? Why do I want to do business with this person? Why do I want to agree to an appointment with this financial advisor? Right? So I'm happy that there's one individual, he told me that for 1 year, financial advisor, 1 year, young man, he 100% of his business came from networking in that particular group. 100%. Most of the business networking organizations, they are there to get business. So it starts with a referral or a lead. It may be a referral, and then up to the efforts of the service provider, as well as the referral source. That means the one who passed him the referral. With his input, through positive word of mouth, through testimonials, the chances of the referral being converted to a done deal goes up. So, and again, there are two things there. One is that I always say that you have to be really good at what you do. Nobody can help you in that area. You have to have a great product, great service, and you have to be very good at the follow-up and all that. No one can help you there. However, the way networking can help is other people can help pass on positive word about you, how good you are, how trustworthy you are, reliable. And so all these are positive things that goes on in networking meetings. And picking up some networking skills can help you generate some of this positive word of mouth.
Great.
one of the things that they need to learn from the sessions, whether it's half a day or 1 day, is that I introduce them, I call the real world of networking. The real world of networking, which means that you meet all kinds of people. Who do you relate with? Who do you build a better rapport, deeper relationship with? And so the real world of networking also means that I correct some of the misconceptions. And just now you mentioned some sins of networking. So those are the things that they need to avoid. When you attend networking events, what are the networking turn-offs? Because if you don't get the conversation going, how are you going to talk about business, right? So you want to avoid some of these networking turn-offs and avoid the sins, resist the temptation to get into some of these sins. And then you have a better chance of finding possible people you can relate, work with, connect with, work with, and who knows, even partnership in down the road. And so networking can actually help you achieve all these things.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you've conducted training courses, you've coached people in the area of networking. So would you be able to give us a big rundown to what are some of the things you cover during your programs, and what makes your programs different from other networking programs?
Okay. As I mentioned to you, Gary, when during our past meetings, a lot of the networking training teaches the individuals. They can be corporate people, executives, it can be business owners and entrepreneurs. They teach you how to network at the event per se. So most of the training out there teaches that. My program is called Beyond Handshake, which means the 80%, we have the 80-20, right? 20% is how you gear up towards an event. But the 80% is how you build on the context that you have made at that particular event. So the difference would be what happens after the event, meeting a person for the first time, and then you build that relation. So that one requires a program for you to build stronger connections.
All right. So Mervyn, we're going to work on a workshop together, all right? It's going to be about winning connections. It's about how do we network and also how do we keep conversations going. So just to let our viewers know a little bit more about this joint workshop coming up, and also about your segment, I'd like to just share with the people watching, what will you be covering during our workshops?
Yeah, it's 2 hours, so it's lots. I'm going to try and put 1 day's material into that 2 hours. So that's how much value we're going to give. Like I mentioned to Gary earlier, is that my program for networking is a little different from the other trainers because they teach you how to network at the event. That's what I'm going to teach you in this short 2 hours. I'm going to add in a little extra, which means I'm going to give you something to start a referral marketing program, okay? Which means I'm going to mention a little bit, share how using networking you can generate referrals, but you need to start right. You need to do your planning, you need to set your goals, and then applying some of the things that you learn from the earlier section, you can embark on a referral generating program, which is good for businesses, small and large. So I'm looking forward to working with Gary on that.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to working
Hand
with
over
you.
to you. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to working with you.
Yeah.
You have so many years of experience. And for those of you who are curious about what I'm speaking with or speaking about, especially with the guru next to me, right, is I'm going to help you with aspects of communication. How do you come up with ideas? How do you keep conversations going? How do you really get lead conversations without actually come across as trying to sell or even trying to prospect? Because at the end of the day, nobody wants to be sold to, but we all want to find out interesting things about other people and also to share interesting things about ourselves. So how do we do that skillfully and subtly? Now, these are some things that I'll be covering in that short 1.5 hour segment of ours. But the main thing is for Mervyn and ourselves and myself is how can we really package a program that will be of value to all business owners or even for sales professionals also in this area. So if you are looking at exploring ways or cost-effective ways and really scaling up your business, about building your business and taking it to the next level, this workshop is something that we have worked really hard on, and we are looking forward to delivering this to all of you. So it's just going to be 3.5 hours. It's going to be really intensive. With several years of experience, it has worked for us, it has worked for the other business owners, and it's going to work for you also. So book your dates, okay, look out at the time, look at the details that's coming up, and we'll see you at the event.